Hi friend, so glad to see you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out. I didn't post a video last week because it was my birthday. I'm in my 12th house year. It's feeling really good. Jupiter's in Pisces. Venus is finally out of its shadow. And today, let's just start off with how I'm feeling today. I feel really good in my body. I feel grounded. I feel like a lightness in my chest. Let's start off with the most obvious elephant in the room. I cut my hair. Clearly, I absolutely love it. I feel more like myself. I'm really tapping into that masculine energy. This isn't the first time that I've had short hair. I will insert a picture somewhere of the last time that I had a pixie cut. Fuck it, for my birthday, I'm gonna try a new look and try a cut that I've never tried before. And so I'm so pleased. This is my inspo photo, Zoe Kravitz, beautiful, gorgeous human being. And yeah, so I'm feeling really good about like my appearance in general. Also, the only makeup that I'm wearing is this Bite Beauty lipstick in Chai, but I was almost gonna come on here and with a full face, like give you that glam moment like I usually do. But another update that I wanted to talk about with you guys is my skin. So I know that I still have some acne and a lot of spots, but my skin has been doing so much better. So actually most of my acne right now or most of the spots that you see right now are actually scarring. Most of this is scarring. I do have like this one and a couple that are active pimples, let's say, but overall my skin is improving. My texture, like the smoothness, is 1000% better. And I wanted to share the two holy grail skincare products that have been destroying my acne, as I like to say. The first one is a recommendation from Alex Anel here on YouTube. Just amazing makeup artist. I highly recommend her videos in general, but she did a collab with Good Molecules and recommended the Discoloration Correction Serum. And it has a lot of good stuff, 4% niacinamide, which niacinamide really helps with texture and discoloration of the skin. So I have noticed that my acne is less irritated when I use that, and it's just not appearing as frequently as it did before. And the second holy grail product, I've been using this for literal years. You can check out my Nola Skin Essentials review, one of the first videos I ever posted on my channel back in 2020. I think I talked about this product. And so this is from Nola Skin Essentials. It's called Sweet Dreams. It looks like this. It is purple. It's a marshmallowy consistency. It's very soft and fluffy. This stuff is magic in a jar. Like, if I would recommend any holy grail skincare product, it would be Sweet Dreams by Nola Skin Essentials. You put it on and say like my acne has been really irritated, I have a lot of redness. Literally the next day, it's like half of it has gone down. My skin is calm, like the bumpiness has gone down. I adore that product. Another new thing that has been going on is I am dating someone. Some of you, a very select few, know who it is. I like to keep my relationships private. Scorpio, Mars, Cancer, Moon. So I won't give any more details than that, but it's going really well. And I've never been in a reciprocal relationship, like truly like each person is giving effort and showing effort and like a very mutual, genuine kind of connection. I've never had this before, and so it feels really good. And maybe one day you'll see them on camera. I don't know. Who's to say what could happen? Another thing that I am currently in the process of doing that has been taking up a lot of my time is I am in the process of buying a new car. Not a brand new car, a new to me. I'll be buying a used car, but this is my first time buying a car. All the other cars that I've had have been hand-me-downs from my parents, which is, I'm very grateful. Truly, I'm so grateful and fortunate that they have lended me their cars up until this point. But the reason that I'm gonna buy a new car is because I've had so many issues with the one that they handed down to me when I moved to Reno, that I've poured so much money into that car that's not really worth that much, that I need a more reliable vehicle and also a cheaper vehicle. I currently drive a BMW wagon, and I personally would not recommend buying a German car of any sort. They're too expensive, they don't last, they're just not reliable. So I'm looking at a used Toyota Camry. I used to have a Subaru Forester. That was my very first car. The best car I've ever had, like still to this day. I adore that car. So definitely go Japanese. They're just cheaper, more reliable. They last forever. Adulting is really scary, and it's very stressful. As I'm in the process of buying a new car, I'm realizing it's a lot to handle by yourself. And I've really, for the most part, been doing this by myself. So anyone who is in the same situation, you're trying to grow and develop and like build a life for yourself, it's really fucking hard, especially if you're like me and you're independent. It's just you, like no one's helping you, no one's giving you money, and you know, stuff like that. So meditation and journaling have really been a rock for me. That's been the foundation that I've relied on for several years now. And lately I've been going through these breakthroughs with my spiritual journey and breakthroughs in my self-awareness that I feel called to share with you guys. So this is my journal. I got this at the Mass General store, actually, in Clyde, North Carolina. Something that I've been focusing on is when someone does something that bothers me, rubs me the wrong way, makes me angry, I am quicker to calm myself down and forgive them and just move on like peacefully. Before, I really struggled with forgiving people, and if someone did something that bothered me, like I would be very passive aggressive. I would just act like really different around them, like hold a grudge. And honestly, that's just a very emotionally immature way of handling those kind of situations. Be like, well, if I don't speak to them, give them the silent treatment, that'll really show them. But that doesn't fix anything. That's really hurting you more. You're establishing a boundary. So you did something that doesn't sit right with me, doesn't align with me, and I forgive you. But from now on, now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to act accordingly, because that's how I honor myself. That's how I respect myself. It doesn't mean that you write that person completely off. And there's nothing wrong with cutting someone off. Like, do what feels right to you. But for the most part, I don't think it's quite necessary to go that extreme and hold all this judgment and resentment and anger towards people. You just act accordingly and move on with your life. And I've been more consistent with my meditation. I've been listening to this guided meditation by Sam Hunt, and I really, really enjoy that meditation. It helps me a lot, and I've just found myself in a deeper place of breathing, like consistently. Even when I'm not meditating, I'm noticing that like my breaths are deeper, and like my chest feels really good. And I've had lately, my anxiety has been popping up, just like flaring up really bad. And it's been hard for me to release that energy. But the more that I practice deep breathing, square breathing, these different breathing techniques, the more that I can just subconsciously, like automatically change my body's response to that anxiety, and that helps me quicker release that anxiety and that worry that I hold. And I feel my anxiety in my gut, around my solar plexus, and sometimes a little bit of like a tightness or a constriction in my chest. So the day I'll be posting this is Friday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on your time zone, we had the new moon in Pisces, and I decided to journal. If it's a new moon or a full moon, I do have a certain practice that I do. I have a video on that as well on my channel if you want to check it out. But I like to make a list of my goals and wishes, just what I want to accomplish until the next full moon or new moon. So for this new moon, I just want to share a couple of things that I wrote down in my journal that I'm focusing on. Physical movement, and I put in parentheses whatever feels good. So I want to express myself and release energy and stagnant energy in my body through dance or running or walking, just any kind of physical movement. I want to do more of that. Getting a new car, having less anxiety, more calm, consistent with my meditation practice. And here's a big one, something that I have never talked about, but I do struggle with binge eating. And it's not like the most serious case, but it is like a tendency that I have where I won't eat all day, and then before I go to bed, I just snack on like really unhealthy things that don't make me feel good and make me feel like sick and like really heavy and gross. And so I wrote down, stop eating when I'm full, don't overindulge or push my limits due to lack of discipline. And the last one is getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. I was reading an article of how even if you lose a couple hours of sleep for one night, it can drastically affect your immune system. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Been watching a lot of anime on YouTube and not really pushing myself and just enjoying each day as it comes and not trying to be a perfectionist. But let me know. I would love to know like what you've been working on and how you've been and what you're excited about in your life. I would love to hear. And I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.